Give me a minute and I will tell you why you can just call me Katrina and the Wave. Because I am walking on sunshine, baby. Why am I walking on sunshine? I'll tell you why. Because according to the South China Post, 9 top PLA generals have been taken into custody. There is a purge going on. What is the nature of this purge and who are these generals? Well, 5 of them are from the PLA's rocket force, which is not just the space program part of the People's Liberation Army, but it's also the nuclear force. And here's what the claims of corruption look like. That Chinese intercontinental ballistic missiles, of which they have about 500 of them, nowhere near the capacity of the US or Russia, but they have a real nuclear program. And apparently a whole bunch of these missiles weren't filled with rocket fuel, they were filled with water. Now, what happened to the money for the rocket fuel? Well, you can guess whose pocket that went in. Silo doors, which involve a complex hydraulic system in most cases, an automated hydraulic system so that at a time of critical need in a launch scenario, those doors can be opened. None of those fucking doors open. Where'd the money go for those complex hydraulic systems? I wonder. Now, look, I'm not all excited about this because I was worried about the Chinese nuclear program. I'm excited about this because I'm worried about the Russian nuclear program. But here's the thing. China has seen exactly what we saw when Russia went to war. The effect of incompetence and corruption. And now they're rooting it out themselves in their own communist regime, which lacks transparency, where no one is to question the orders from above, right? Now, if this was going on in the Chinese military, I fucking knew it. I knew it the day that Putin threatened us all with nuclear annihilation and then said, "This is not a bluff. I am not bluffing." Who the fuck says they're not bluffing unless they're bluffing? Oh, poor Mad Vlad. Don't you get it? We see through you. We are not afraid of you because we know your shit don't work. It can't work. Because this kind of corruption is what you taught your people. You stole everything you could and you taught everybody around you that they should steal everything they can too. Well, there you go. You bankrupted the country. You bankrupted the military. You got shit that don't work. And now it's all falling apart. And the reality is we in the West don't have to do anything but sit back and watch it happen. Because you and your mistakes are catching up with you. All we got to do is make sure the Ukrainians can defend themselves from you. And all these mistakes you're making are snowballing into a dissolution of the Russian Federation. There is no future for a kleptocracy. It does not work. And I'll tell you something. This is a lesson that the West and America needs to take to heart too, because we're letting it happen in our cultures. We're letting a mass of wealth be accumulated in the hands of a very few. Donald Trump was not the problem. Donald Trump was a symptom of the problem. And we got to take this shit to heart too and root out the corruption in our own countries. Never mind about Russia. Support the Ukrainians, they'll handle Russia. We should turn our attention to home. And we should do some purging of our own.